Yo guys, welcome back. I'm just sitting in my car and yeah, it's pretty hot today. It's supposed to be like 20 degrees Celsius. I'm even wearing shorts because it's hot. I might take my hoodie off. I mean, my hoodie is very thin. It's not like a big hoodie, but I'll probably take it off if I start to get really hot. With the engine off and everything, it'll probably start to get hot soon. I mean, it's still technically morning. It's about to be afternoon. But once it's actually afternoon, it'll probably be like really hot. Or sorry, it's already 12 p.m. So yeah, it's officially noon. It's no longer morning. But yeah, I just did an Uber Eats order and then I'm probably gonna, maybe I'll do another one. If not, if nothing really appears, I'll just go home and have lunch. And yeah, that's the plan. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to make this video just talking about my opinion about vaping, what I think about vaping personally. Um, Now, vaping, it's something that I don't have any interest in doing personally. Um, you know, Pretty much anything you inhale into your lungs is considered bad for you, and vaping is definitely not good for you. People have gotten like, I believe it's called like popcorn lung disease. I don't really know, but yeah, it's bad. Some people have actually died from vaping. Now, there's some parents who, they actually like, they knew their kid is vaping and they were fine with it. They're like, it's harmless. It's just flavors, nothing wrong with that. Without actually knowing the health risks, and then their child, like, something bad happened to them. But yeah, vaping is bad. Now, what's even the purpose of vaping? Well, vaping was basically made to help you quit smoking. That's kind of the whole point of vaping, you know? Like, vaping is considered to be like a healthier alternative to quit smoking. But here's the thing, when I was in high school, like, I would see a lot of people vaping. I don't even know how they got vapes because, you have to be at least 18 to buy a vape, at least where I live. I don't even know how these underage, like, you know, people, teenagers were vaping, getting it. But yeah, a lot of people were vaping, they would get in trouble for doing that, especially on like school property. But I don't get it because many people, so instead of using vaping to quit smoking, people started vaping just for the sake of it, right? And then they went from vaping to smoking. So something that you're supposed to do to quit smoking, they actually started smoking. They started vaping, with no intention of quitting smoking. And then after that, they eventually started smoking cigarettes after that, like, I don't get it. Like, why would you start vaping and then get into smoking, like, it's supposed to be the other way around. You're supposed to use vaping to quit smoking. Now, I'll tell you guys my opinion on vaping as a way to quit smoking. I personally think, well, I have mixed feelings about it. Like, I think, like, if you're really addicted to smoking cigarettes, and then you quit cigarettes and now you're vaping, that's definitely a big improvement in my opinion. That's still a lot better than smoking cigarettes, like, because cigarettes are really bad for you. Obviously they cause like lung cancer, they cause all kinds of problems, they can you can burn your esophagus and have a hole in your esophagus, and then you'll have to like eat and drink through like some straw in your mouth, for the rest of your life, which is horrible. Uh, you know, Cigarettes can really mess you up, it can damage a lot of your body parts, it can even like damage your hearing, which is actually a fun fact that it is possible to go deaf from smoking. Probably very rare, very, very rare, but it can actually damage your like eardrums or whatever. But yeah, but now if you're vaping to quit smoking, that's definitely an improvement. So like I'm okay with, that idea. Like I think that's okay. Like if you're actually really addicted to smoking cigarettes and you permanently quit them and now you're only vaping, that's definitely an improvement. However, vaping is still bad for you, and I personally think that yes, it's definitely not a healthy alternative. Vaping is not a healthy alternative. If you're doing it to, quit smoking, I still see it as an improvement because vaping is still bad for you, but it's still better than smoking cigarettes, definitely. If you went from being like a cigarette user to just becoming, just someone who vapes, that's still a big improvement in my opinion, but it's still a bad habit, You shouldn't like allow yourself to always vape now, because I think vaping is just still bad for you. And you know, you should eventually quit vaping, Once you got over smoking cigarettes, like I would recommend quit vaping. But yeah, like I don't have any problem with people vaping. I'm not making this video to like judge you for vaping or criticize you, not at all. If you like vaping, that's completely fine. That's your life. I'm not here to judge you or tell you what you can and cannot do. So yeah, you know I'm just saying, like my perspective, what I think about vaping. And yeah, like it's totally cool if you like vaping, it's that's fine, no judgment at all. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you do it, then whatever, you do you. But now have I ever vaped before? I have actually, but like I never really got into vaping. I've only vaped like maybe twice in my whole life. I was never someone who became like a frequent user of vaping. Yeah, I've vaped before. I actually have vaped before, but I've only vaped yeah, like maybe like 2 times in my life, not a lot. Just try it out, that's it. And it was nicotine free, so there was no nicotine in it. Uh but yeah, I vaped one time, I think in like 2021, when I was 20 years old. And then my second time vaping was like around the summer of 2022. And yeah, after that, I quit, and I've never vaped since then. Since the summer of 2022, I haven't vaped. So yeah, I'm completely like sober from vaping. I haven't vaped for almost 4 years now, which is crazy. Completely did not vape at all. So yeah, almost 4 years now since I've done it. But yeah, I just never got into it, and I just don't see any purpose of me even doing it, honestly. I just tried it out to see what it's like. Um, but yeah, I don't intend to even do it again, honestly. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. That's just my opinion on vaping. Um, and yeah, you don't have to agree with what I say, but I just personally don't see any point of really vaping unless you're actually doing it to quit smoking. But if you're someone who you just decided to try it just to see what it's like, that's what I did. So yeah. But thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Have a good one. And yeah, bye.